Hello everybody, welcome. If you are brand new, I love living in a car sometimes. This is my tripod. I'm using hand sanitizer to hold up my camera. All right, let's try that again. Hello guys, and welcome. If you are brand new, I will give you a little background info on me because there are tons of new faces around. My name is Grace, and since May of 2021, this rig has been my home. It is a 2021 Toyota 4Runner. I just posted a tour of it last video, so go check that out after you watch this one, because this one is going to be so fun because I'm going to show you how I do everyday things living in my car. That's like washing the dishes. How do I get into bed? How do I get out of bed? How do I put on clothes? Well, you are about to find out in this video right here. So, without further ado, let's get started. To make this video make sense and make sure I don't forget anything like I did in my last video, aka my hideaway tables that I love, we're gonna start in the back and just go through my routine that I do every day. All right, I really need to pull my window shade so you can see me. This video is gonna be so fun, guys. Let there be light. So, usually, since it's been super cold, I sleep like this. But I just woke up, so this is how I get out of bed. I kick this off to the side, like so, and then up to my knees, turn around, put my knees on the console, and flick my legs over, and I'm in the front seat. Just like that. It probably helps that I am 5'3". So, if you're 6 foot, good luck. Here's your other angle. Let me get back there. From the top, sleeping bag kicked off. I roll up here, knee on the console, kick my leg over, and we have success. All right, since I'm back here, I might as well show you how much space I have to sleep. Keep in mind, I am using a wide angle lens. It's a 16mm lens, so this looks like more space than it really is. I am giving you the biggest possible picture I can. So, whenever I'm sleeping on my side, I have like a foot of space. Like, I have plenty of space, and this is a 4-inch mattress. My drawers are 14 inches tall. So I am not claustrophobic in this at all. And obviously if I'm sleeping on my back, there's tons of space. There's like 2 feet above me. So sleeping is not an issue for me. It might be if you're a little claustrophobic, but I'm not. So I have no issues with it. As long as I can sleep on my side and roll over, I'm happy. And clearly, I got all the space I want. Now that I'm in the front seat, the question might be, how do I put clothes on? Let me show you. These pair of shorts, I'm gonna put them on over my leggings. Stand up. I'm standing in the driver's seat, like so. Stick one leg in, stick the other leg in, pull them up. Kneel down. Finish pulling them up. Huh. We did it. Shirts are a lot easier. I have more space with those. So I'm not going to show you that because laundry is flying everywhere. I just did laundry day, so I'll walk through that process in a second. Now I have to take them off. Okay. Stand up. Helps to have some straighter lines to take these off. So try and stand as tall as possible. Why am I breathing heavy just trying to put on my clothes and take off my clothes? I go to the gym every morning. This shouldn't make me out of breath, but it does every single day. Now there is a reason that I showed you with this pair of shorts and not with something like my leggings, because I have to really be wanting to put on some leggings if I'm going to endure that process in the car, because that is a whole challenge on itself. It takes me like 10 minutes just because it's really hard to like pull tight stuff up like inch by inch in the car. So I just rarely do that. I'll go to Planet Fitness, or if I'm in the middle of nowhere, I can just get ready outside, which is also a benefit, except that if it's 30 degrees, who wants to get out of their car to put on clothes? Nobody. So we stick to inside the car as much as possible and avoiding tight clothing as much as possible, unless we're at some place where it's easier. I'm aware that they make those pop-up tents that are perfect for changing. They're like 3 foot by 3 foot, but a couple of reasons I don't have one of those. One, I move a lot and I'm not staying in the same place for 14 days. So I don't want to pop that up every single day. And two, I don't exactly have a lot of storage in the car, so if I don't need it, I'm not gonna have it. Since we're on the topic of laundry, let's have a conversation about how I do my laundry. As you can see, there's a ton of stuff drying on the dash. That is because it is mostly wool stuff that I cannot just throw in the dryer with all the other stuff at the laundromat. So it lives on my dash until it's dry, or on my steering wheel, or on the back of my seat. I have received a few suggestions to hang a line or a bungee cord across the back seat. It would kind of work, but I have long stuff too, and actually it would be close. It would probably still touch the bed. Yeah, I could do it, but the dash works just fine. There's typically not enough stuff and it just lives there overnight and then I put it away. So not a huge issue, but it is what I do to air dry my laundry that must be air dried and cannot just be thrown in a dryer. Okay, so that's how I deal with all the clean laundry. Now, what about the dirty laundry? How do I keep my car from smelling like a gym? Newsflash, I promise you, it does not smell horrible in this car. It actually smells completely like any other car. I have air fresheners in here. I don't really need them. It just smells good. It doesn't smell like a gym. So clearing that up right off the bat. How do I keep it that way though? I work out every single morning, usually at Planet Fitness or some other gym or outside, every single morning. And I always have sweaty clothes. So those live on the dash in the middle of the day to dry. I refuse. I will not put wet, stinky clothes together in a laundry bag in the back seat where I throw all of my other dirty laundry. It gets dried before it goes with all the other laundry. I think that's the biggest thing when it comes to keeping the car from smelling bad. Obviously, if I'm in cooler climates, it takes a little bit longer. I can go a little bit longer before I have to do laundry. In the hot climates, I was doing laundry every week. I noticed maybe once that my car was like a little stinky and I was like, oh, laundry's getting done today. But other than that, I have not had any issues, and right now I'm in a cooler climate and I can go, I think I just went 2 weeks without doing laundry. So the car does not smell bad. It does not smell like a locker room. Just wanted to clear that one up. All right, for this next segment, I need to get outside and grab some wipes and stuff to make my morning tea. So, putting on the tennis shoes, I just set my shoe right up on the corner of my seat to tie my laces. And we're good to go. I will be right back. I'm back. So I've already had breakfast for the morning. I had yogurt in my trusty Talenti jar. Now I kind of started to wash this, but I stopped myself because I wanted to show you how I do dishes. So as you can see, I just dumped some water in this, shake it up, and then I dump it out. I'm gonna go further away from my car to dump this out because I don't want animals near where people camp. All right. So, once I dump the water out, look how clean this is. It's pretty clean. Then I just take a wipe to it. I usually reuse my wipes for as long as I can before they get a little too grimy. But I just wipe this sucker down. I figure if it's safe enough for a countertop and you can put food directly on a countertop after wiping something down with a Clorox wipe, it's safe for this. So wipe that down, wipe the top down. Took me no time at all, saved a lot of water doing this. That's why I use wipes to wash my dishes, solely because I don't want to use more water than I have to, and dealing with soap, it just gets really messy when I'm out in the middle of nowhere. So the wipes have worked out really well for me. When I get ready to use this again, I'll just dump just a little bit of water, shake it up, dump it out, just to get extra stuff. I don't know, wash away the Cloroxy wipe taste, which I haven't really noticed, but makes me feel better, so I do it. I like to save a little bit of money in the car, so we're going to go ahead and move on to the next thing. I'm going to show you, if I can find the other piece, how I make my morning coffee or tea. This morning I'm going to be making tea because I'm on a tea kick right now. So, bringing out the backpacking stove. That is always the point of contention in here. Hopefully there's not very much left in this, but I have another one in the back. Always have backups of propane. So important. So, screw that on. Set this right here on the center console. Take my pot, put that right up top. Turn this so the igniter is pointing towards me. Dump in my water. Now, like I said, this propane is probably not going to last the whole way to fill up this, or to boil this water. My igniter is also not cooperating lately. Alright. Really? The one that I turn it down, it turns on. Ah, we have success. Alright, now everyone's like, why are you using propane in the car? Well, crack a door, and for the 2 minutes that it's running and I'm watching it, I will be just fine. I promise. I have been doing this for 8 months now, and as you can see, I'm still alive, I'm still here, and I'm still talking to you. So, this has not killed me yet. I am pretty sure the 2 minutes that I run the propane in the car, or the isobutane, which is what this is, I will be fine. Thank you for your concern, though. Alright, so we watch this very carefully. We sit right here, monitor it so we don't have any fires in the car. Although I do have a fire extinguisher if that happens. Readily accessible. It happens a lot quicker than paint drying. This is very sturdy, by the way. There is a massive platform that this is sitting on. So I am not at all concerned that this is going to tip over. If I was parked on a slant, I would not do this. I would take it outside. And if I'm in the backcountry, sometimes I do. Actually, usually I do. I will take it out to my hidden tables and I will make my tea back there. But if it's really cold, I don't want to get out of my car. So it's gonna happen in the car. Sorry, guys. What is that? Another car. If you've noticed, whenever I am by myself in the middle of nowhere, I always pay attention to my surroundings, even if I'm doing something else. I know who's going down the road. I pay attention to the vehicles. Okay, so I have a bunch of Ziploc baggies. I rarely do this, but if I have something liquid and I don't want it going all over the car, I'll put it in a Ziploc bag, so I know that I'm not going to have tea all everywhere, spilled everywhere. We're about to test my pouring skills. Take my water. Some of you saw me do this on Instagram the other day. Pour this very carefully into the Yeti. Success. I am making a medicine ball tea, like the ones they make at Starbucks. Mint tea. I just throw this entire thing in there. Hopefully that bag doesn't come open because I just ripped the seam. And peach. And then honey. To your liking. Seems pretty good to me. And last but not least, this is still warm, so I'm going to put it on my socks again. And lots of Crystal Light in here. I need a lemonade. Found one. Okay. Lemonade. I use about a half pack. Okay. Oh. Oh. The tea leaves definitely spilled. That's okay. I'll figure out how to solve that issue in a second. Okay, half pack. There we go. Well, medicine ball tea from home, like the one they make at Starbucks. It tastes almost identical, people. Are you guys coming back? Of course you are. Mach 10 again. Jeez, girly, slow down. Okay, so that is a little demonstration on how I cook in the car. If it's cold, I will be using my backpacking stove. I can cook quite a bit in this. I like to meal prep, so I can cook rice and warm up some chicken that I have prepped, or I can make some oatmeal, which I do. I have my protein powder right here that I make protein oats with. I also attempted eggs in this. Did not work, but I will be getting a pan that's about the circumference of this to use on my backpacking stove that I know will work. So the eggs will be possible in the car in a little bit. Other than that, you guys know I love making pancakes, or if you don't know, now you do. And all the other stuff is prepped on the big stove that I keep in the back. If you watch my tour, you will see exactly how I keep the stove, and some of my other videos show how I use it. So that is food in the car. So we have touched on most of the everyday things like cooking and laundry and getting dressed and getting out of bed, but we haven't talked about how I relax during the day. Obviously, this is not a van. I can't exactly go sit on my couch or my bed, so I sit in the driver's seat. It's not very glamorous, but it works. I can also, I don't do this, but I'll show you, chill in the back seat. I can hang out back here, but I don't exactly have a lot of space back here, so I don't do it because I have to sit like this, and this just is not comfortable. I was not going to talk about this in this video. However, since I brought up the fact that the only two spots that I can really relax are one of the two front seats or the bed, kind of, I'll go ahead and touch on this just a little bit. Now, one of the reasons that I love the 4Runner so much is because it doesn't have a lot of space for relaxing. I have to get outside. I have to go to a coffee shop. I have to go to the park. And that's what life is about. We aren't meant to be cooped up in a space all day. We're supposed to be out and about living life. So while as nice as it would be to have a little bit more space to relax, it also really encourages me to get out and about. And I like that a lot because it definitely has. I don't spend very much time in this car at all. So I don't really need more space to relax. So we've talked about the morning. I go to the gym. I get ready at the gym in the morning typically. However, I don't usually go to the gym at night, which means I have to get ready for bed in my car. How do I do that? Well, if I don't have makeup on, I typically use witch hazel on my face, just rub it down super quick. That's how I do my skincare. If I do have makeup, I heat water up in this and I just wash my face like normal. How about brushing my teeth? Well, I have my gym bag up here. It looks like a mess because I have not organized it for the day. And I will grab my toothpaste and my toothbrush, and I will sit in the front seat and brush my teeth. Whenever I need to spit out my toothpaste, I will either spit it into a sealed baggie of some sort, or I will spit it outside, but I don't usually like to do that just because I try and avoid too much unnecessary dumping on spaces, if that makes any sense. I just don't want like animals. It just doesn't feel right to me. So I don't really do that much. And I also will sometimes swallow my toothpaste. Don't tell anybody. And the last thing that I do before I climb in bed is take out my contacts. So I have all of my stuff up front, sitting up here, my contact case and my glasses, and my contact solution is sitting somewhere in this mess in the passenger seat right now. Usually I'll put it in my center console just so I know where it's at, but I just used it, so it's not where it usually is. And then I just climb in bed, and that's it. So I'll show you how I climb in bed now. I'm sitting in the driver's seat, standing on my toes, and I just crawl back here, just like so. Pretty simple. I hope you enjoyed this video. It was a little bit more chaotic than usual, but it also was a good representation of how life on the road normally goes. So I'm glad that I was able to give you a little glimpse into real life. Hopefully this answered some of your questions. If you have more, let me know down below and I will either answer them in the comment or make another video. All right, that does it. I'll see you next time.